I work for a German pool group. I work for my father. This is my 9th years working for my father. I call him my boss. He founded this company 33 years ago. If I got to pick again, I will not come back to work for my father. But that's fate. I mean, I carry the last name Chen, so I have to work for the Chen's family. So you need to love your job. So I love what I'm doing right now, even though it's not easy to working for your boss, who is your father, at the same time working with my husband as my colleague, and working with my younger sister. She thinks she's also the boss, so make it very interesting. But I think you just need to know your position. Just like any person, any business, you need to know your strengths. You need to know what you're good at. It's really tough to, I'm not yet taking over the company. So working with my father every single day, like I'm the panel members here. My father works every single day. He's still really running the company hardcore. I just get a chance to work and establish the China unit in a new place, a new market. We get more freedom. And I still not adjust to the traditional way of running a business, but that's life. I mean, there's always positive and negative thing in your life, in your company. I just take the good part. So I'm very much enjoying what I'm doing, introducing a lot more newer ideas. For example, working with designers to take our brands to the next level. I cannot disclose the designers that we're working on right now, which will be a major thing for next year. But we're doing lots of designer series for both our kitchen cabinetry business and the lifestyle appliances business. And he likes to do appliances, and I like to do lifestyle appliances. So I create the lifestyle appliances series. Actually, I didn't create it, I just renamed it. So just give it a better name, fit my lifestyle better. So this is what you've got to do. Stick with do the things that you like and you love. It's a long journey working for a family business. And I don't see my father will ever retire. It's his baby, and I respect that. I mean, if I have a baby, I would like to see him grow up and forever. I mean, it's really tough to see my father to have his days off. I mean, he's hating Chinese New Year a lot. Yeah, so you need to see again what you love to do, and then how to embrace that. For second generation, as I said, I would not like my son, like me, to be invited to a company. I want him to choose to work for the company. And it's really tough because when I started out 9 years ago, in a very traditional business, working for your father, which your father don't see you much when you're in a younger age because he just started out his company as an entrepreneur. He has to go out and do a lot of business networking. Only I get to know my father a lot closer only after I work in the company. So I now see things differently. I enjoy to know my father a lot more because I actually get to see my father a lot. But on the other hand, I don't want anyone to work with your significant other. I work with my husband. So you can avoid that, try not to work with your husband like someone that I've told you before. Don't ask your husband or wife to teach you how to drive, it's the same thing.
Hello, my name is Jude Chow. I'm the Group Managing Director of Associated Engineers Limited. My father founded this business in 1961 in the old CUHK airport. My father, he still go to work every day. He only come and talk to me when he read the report and the number doesn't look right. So if the number is right, you know, we don't talk a lot in the office. I have got, apart from me, there are 3 other family members working in the family business. My sister-in-law is a group financial controller. My younger brother, Patrick, he's responsible for sales in China, and my youngest brother, Francis, he runs the plant. I've been in the company for 8 years. Well, I can see that they also they face similar challenges. When we talk to them, I mean, the succession, working with the father, is also trying to gain the respect. I mean, from the people in the organization is also a huge challenge. I can see that for the established business, I can see the advantage they have is they get support from central government. Like Chow, they get a lot of support from Guangzhou government. So in that regard, yes, I guess all major business in China, they do get that. That's what we don't have in Hong Kong. I don't know about the others, but I don't have that much support from the government. I do agree with Karen that if I'm going to attract the third generation to come and join the company, I don't think I'll ask anyone for it. I would create a platform to get into business, to get into area that will interest them. And I can see that the two hot topics that we are capable of moving into is one, environment in the waste of energy, technology, and also in investment. So rather than asking them to come and work in construction site or work in factory, then I don't think they'll be interested. We'll try to create a company that has got technology and will also do investment into these plants, and hopefully, that they see that is they share the similar vision, and they'll be interested to join.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I introduce myself? My name is John Mong. I'm a co-founder of my family business together with my brother and my wife 37 years ago. So my brother has three, and another brother one. Children work in the family business for several years for training purpose. And after they work for 5 years at most, they spin off, and we help them to start their own spin-off business as founder of their own business. So they don't want to work for the elder generation. They go independent. So we provide the guidance and business mind connection, and also as one of the investor, one of the lender. So they become the major 51% owner of their own founded new company. So they don't want to work for the elder generation, and they want to become the customer of the elder generation. So that's good. They become a customer and not a same tier competitor nor a sub-tier supplier. So this is how we help them spin off. We prefer them to form a well-structured complementary partnership, so that they don't need to waste the early years in slow growth. And we understand that the young entrepreneurial spirit, they want more autonomy, try to pursue their own dream in a simplified, less calculated way. This is where they derive the challenge and excitement. And they don't like to follow the elders' tedious, complicated decision rules. Yeah? They have more guts than wisdom. So that's true. And let them have a co-pilot. We prefer to advise them to have a co-pilot, complementary partners who are about the same age group, not more than 10 years older than them, otherwise it's difficult to co-pilot. In Hong Kong, we have one more generation of wealth transcending to next generation. In a capitalistic country, they have several more generations history. So in China, after a communistic regime, so they need to build a few more generations of a good tradition to transcend the various generations, particularly on philanthropy, coaching the next generation, the business management, the third generation, wealth management, and then fourth generation, philanthropy. So because lacking such a history in the recent century, they need more to be taught, or more examples to coach them to develop in for the betterment of the world. My comment is, I think the children should not wear the elders' shoe. Elders can hardly wear the children's shoe. They need to fit their own. So the elders' experience in entrepreneuring for say 50-some years age should not confine the young 30-some years age young entrepreneur to follow or copy the way of thinking. So I would recommend to let them find their own partners and co-steer and to evolve what it would be the new dream for them.